YouTubers, happy Memorial Day and welcome back for another adventure. So what you're looking at here is a 1983 ATC185S. And I'm sure some of you are already typing the comment, why the heck would you buy another one of these? So I paid $550 for this rig. It's out of Newburgh, New York, New Windsor to be exact. I'm really kind of surprised that ATC Mike didn't jump on it. I normally don't find too much out near his area, Orange County, even Rockland County and Ulster County, because he buys up a lot of the stuff. But anyway, he left this one behind and I jumped on it. So for $550, I'm going to drop this on the ground and I'm going to show you why I thought it was a good deal for that price. What makes this thing more valuable than your typical ratty Honda ATC 185? It sure isn't the front tire. Somebody tore off a camper or something there. What it is first of all, is a bunch of really good parts here. This recoil starter, you say, what's so special about it? The compression release is intact and it's functional, right? If anybody's tried to put one of these together such that it's complete with the compression release, or try to buy one whole like this, they're very hard to find, crazy expensive. You're probably looking at least a couple $100 worth of recoil. So is the original rope and pull cord. Is it perfect? The answer is no, but it's as close to perfect as you're going to find on, what is this, a 40-year-old machine? Continuing along that vein, it has the shifter. It's missing the pad for the toe, but it's there. It's not stripped out. Feels like the clutch needs to be adjusted, but it's not stripped and welded. It has the cover and it has the chain guard, and it's not all trashed up. Very, very hard to find. The seat is here, and it looks like somebody attempted to keep it alive with the tape trick and God knows what else they did to the poor thing. But the seat is mostly here, and one could just put a pad over it to cover this, and then just reupholster it. So that's hard to find. This is the one with the metal pan that typically rusts out completely and, you know, falls off the bike on the way home. The gas tank, not only in really nice shape, right, not rotted out, no dents, right, nobody drove the handlebars into it and dented it all up. The stickers are in pretty decent shape, actually, for this year and all, very nice shape. The interior is immaculate, right? I'd venture to say that gas tank, if one was trying to track one down on eBay, you'd probably go at least another couple of $100. So just the tank and the recoil, you're at close to $400. Now the back tires, anybody could buy tires anywhere, but the back tires are in really nice shape. That's another $150, and quite honestly, that gives you the $550 I paid for the rig. But we got to keep going. The exhaust. When was the last time you saw one of these exhaust systems that was complete, right? Most of the time you find the end of the pipe rotted off and the spark arrestor piece missing. The taillight's there and not broken. The lift bar is in nice shape. Back plastic. This side is fine. You can see the Frankenstein here on that side, but still not bad. So all in all, this bike has the potential to become, you know, just about perfect. Front suspension, I was just dragging it, but you can see It's still mostly there, not completely. It's got that front tire which makes things look all cattywampus. Yeah, at some point this thing probably took a roll. When it takes 3 tries to get the handlebar straight, that means it probably took a roll. It looked like this is tucked under. I'm told it runs. I haven't gotten that far with it. And we will. We'll get this thing started and out for a ride. I might have to do something with this recoil because it's a pain in the neck to pull. I mean, most of your strength on pulling this recoil is the length that's already out, so you got to be all the way out here pulling it, right? It's just not a good move. So I'll probably pull that off, untie the knot, and rewrap it. So this is why I thought it was a great deal. This is why I bought it. Now for a few of the repairs. First of all, the front tire does not roll at all. I mean, at all. It's stuck, and you can see it's kind of nasty. The cable looks like it got snagged and pulled. So I'm going to kind of tap that, see if we can't get that loosened up. So that's first. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the recoil off and fix the rope. So those are 2 repairs kind of necessary in my quest to make it really nice. Hopefully my buddy Steve will fix me up with the seat. Maybe we can do a parking lot job on that. I'm going to replace the front tire. There's the oil. Looks pretty good. Right, so I'm told this was a rider, right? It's full of gas. Somebody wouldn't have filled it with gas if they didn't expect to ride it. I'm told it you know, was used. I have the feeling when whoever filled it with gas fired it up and discovered it wouldn't roll anymore, they were like, I got a problem here. Anyway, let me start out with the front brake, see if I can't loosen that up. Check it out. It rolls. That's a big step number 1. For the recoil, first thing I'm going to do is get it off there, right? 8mm. I think there were 4 or 5 of these. I don't know if this thing's ever been off. I don't know if some moisture got in there and caused some corrosion. Kind of looks at it, right? You see the way you got a rust stain running right down. I thought that was an abrasion from this. It's not, right? It's rust stain. So anyway, I'm gonna get this off. We'll see what's going on in there. Anyway, you guys could see there's quite a bit of corrosion in here, right? And if you could see this needs to come apart and be rebuilt properly. I'm going to disconnect the cable and get it off of here for now and rebuild it properly at a later date. What I'm going to do is put one of my spare recoils on it. That way I'm not rushing things. Somebody did have this off at some point because this was missing, right? The little shift indicator was missing. Not the prettiest recoil in the world, but it seems functional. By the way, this blue bubble gum, you know, I think the guy was trying to seal moisture out, and not a bad idea, but some of these hunks are big enough where, you know, you could picture them getting in a bad spot and jamming things up, right? So careful with the sealer. So it's about time for a cold start. The tank is full and they left the gas on. Choke's on. Looks like an original carburetor. we're on. So I guess it's time to start pulling on the string. Once again, this is an official cold start, right? Let's see how she does. Okay, it looks like you can see almost everything, including the tail of the machine. Let's see how she does. Well, it seems to run. I'm not seeing any smoke. No bad sound from the motor. When you idle and down that low, if there were a bad sound, you would hear it in the bottom end. Valves sound good. Now it's a matter of adjusting the idle, grabbing the GoPro, and we're going to grab a ride out of this thing. All right, time for a ride. Been sitting for a while. So I'm going to leave the choke on for a minute. The shifting clutch is not working great. God, this gear's like crap. Yeah, it seems to be pulling too. Yeah, that front wheel isn't quite right. I'm going to do a couple of laps. I'll keep it in, I'll keep the choke on. Yeah, it all sounds good. I don't see any smoke trail. Choke's off. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, it needs some maintenance, right? It needs oil, it needs the right front tire. Carburetor might not hurt it to go through a little bit. I didn't put any air in the front tires. Or any of the tires, front tire, or the back tires. Yeah, this thing is, once again, the shifting clutch isn't working. Boy, it seems like I just cut this grass. Yeah, God, it grew up quick. And yeah, I just brought it down to first. Ouch. Every once in a while there'll be a sunny spot and the snake kind of laid out. And you know, realizing it, I'll run them over, and then next time I'm out, you know, I'll see that I unfortunately whacked the poor things. You know, when it comes to snakes, if I see them and they see me and we go in opposite directions, life is cool. Every once in a while, though, you'll get one that wants to be a little bit territorial or something, that kind of stands up to you. And, like I'm holding my ground. And then I have a tendency to get a little more territorial myself, like, no, Mr. Snake, it's time for you to go. One way or the other, you choose. I think generally speaking, snakes are good. They get rid of some of the stuff I want to get rid of, if they're big enough, like mice. Ow. Yeah, I gotta go through here again. This is the time of the year where this stuff, and we've been getting plenty of rain, and then good sunshine, then rain again. So this is the time of the year where there really is no fooling around. So this thing runs nice. We'll go around again through Calvin's Corners. So my plan for this thing is I'm going to try to dig up a fender, front fender. I took a quick sniff at eBay. They have some of the Mayer stuff. Right through Calvin's Corners here. I just as soon put an OEM on it, even if it's not perfect. I really didn't part out too many. I don't recall parting out any 1983. Yeah, the insects are having their way with me here. Any 1983 185S's. So I'll have to go through hordes of stuff that people have given me and see if maybe I got a front fender in there, or see what else it looks like. This fender is the kind with four bolts hold it in the center. Probably it was pulled off because of that cattywampus front tire rubbing it, and whoever pulled it off never put it back on. I asked the person I got this from. They said they owned it for 2 years, and most of those 2 years it sat. Kind of believe that. And he didn't really go into any detail on where it came from, except saying that basically what you see is the way I bought it. I really didn't alter it. So I'm almost wondering, from his reaction and all, he wanted to sell it and get the $550 from me. So he really didn't want to tell me he got it for free. Yeah, you hear that bang? So this is a gear banger. Boy, this would be a fun machine in the snow. Yeah, I got bugs banging into my face, and I gotta cut this grass again. Oh. Yeah, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's quite a bit of water in the ditches. Yeah. The front tire rubs up against the handlebars down there. It's probably a spacer missing. adjust that clutch before, sounds like the chain's a little loose too. Yeah, you gotta adjust that clutch before I ride this anymore. If you run them as a gear banger like it's doing, it's only a matter of time before you ruin the transmission. So I'm going with, that was mighty successful. Oops, up. Must be riding newer ones lately. This has a downshift pattern. Yeah, the pricker's got me. Ouch. Anyway, I'd really like to thank you guys for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. This is one of them. I do want to put the extra time into. I think I have a headlight floating around for it. Once again, it bolts in the center here. I gotta get the spacer situation figured out. I think the offset on the tire is wrong. Once I put the right front tire on there, it'll be good. I'm also gonna need to dig up at least one back tire for this 125. I think the front, I might be able to slime it. As a matter of fact, the front looks pretty new on the 125. I see little nubs on the center that aren't completely worn off. So I might be able to slime that tire and bring it to life. And I think that tire's alive. This one here, not so much. Right? When you hear, that's never a good sign. Alright, once again, I keep trying to end this video. I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out there and enjoy each and every day. For all the people who've sacrificed for this country, some of them as much as their lives and their health, time, you know, everything. I want to thank you for this country and other countries, right? There are people who serve elsewhere in the world too. I want to thank you for your service. Remember, firefighters, police officers, all the public workers, everybody who keeps society moving smoothly and safe and all. I want to thank you for your efforts. I want to just take a moment to remember you today, especially if it's been a major sacrifice, right? The decisions you got to make, you know, that may or may not be in your best health interests. So once again, thank you, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye now.